Hey, Mike with No Problems Gaming here. In today's video, we'll be doing an unboxing video on the board game Clank Catacombs, so let's get into it. Alright, so now that we got the game out, let's jump in and see what's inside. So Clank Catacombs is a new expansion / version of the Clank board game, and so this is a deck building adventure, and in this time around, it has some procedurally generated aspects. And so in your traditional Clank, you'll be diving into a dungeon as several different thieves trying to get the most treasure and then make it out alive before they're attacked by the dragon. And so this time around, as I mentioned, it's a little bit different in the sense that there isn't a set board that you'll be moving along. This time you will be procedurally generating the map as you go. And so a little bit more of a unique experience every time you play. So I'm definitely excited about that. Now there's also some different features like prisoners that you can rescue. There's also lock picks that you have. So instead of finding like a master key throughout the dungeon, this time around, you'll have lock picks that give you one chance to unlock an area. So you've got the base board that tracks your player's health as you go. You've got some different map areas. And so they'll be face down, you won't know what's coming. But again, you can rearrange them however they fit together on the board. So that's cool. Some of the tokens here. Again, some more map pieces here as well. So similar to the other games, you have areas that are kind of the safe zone that you start in, but as you dive deeper into the dungeon, you'll go into the depths, and if you happen to die there, you are out of luck pretty much, and you don't gain any points at the end of the game. So you want to get in and out, find the most valuable treasure, and then beat your other opponents out of the dungeon. And then again, having the most valuable items at the end of the game. This also adds some ghosts to the game. And so if you land on those spaces, you'll get ghost tokens that you'll have to draw and potentially damage everyone. We've got the cool dragon attack bag here. Nice and colorful blue this time. Got the different cube types, so the black dragon cubes, the ghost cubes. Got the dragon attack marker, so you can track how angry the dragon is. Again, we've got the different colors, the characters, and then their different pawns are in there as well. Now let's dive into the cards. So again, Clank is a deck building adventure, and so you'll travel throughout the dungeon and you'll start off with some basic cards that allow you to do things like move or attack monsters or to gain skill, and then you'll be able to purchase new cards with that, and that will make your deck more powerful over time. There's all these monsters as well that might come up that you can attack and defeat by having a certain amount of swords, and that will give you rewards based on that. There's also some device cards as you see here. These will kind of give you a one-time use ability, so you might gain a heart in this case or move one step, but those happen immediately when you activate them. These ones are more regular cards that you can acquire, and when you do that, they'll be added to your deck and you'll draw them at a future time and then gain the associated abilities on them. So for example, you can get more skill, more swords, movement from cards, and then again, a lot of them also have special abilities. There's also things like acquired that you'll see at the bottom, and what that means is the first time you purchase that card, that event will happen. So I'm excited to see a ton of new cards I've never seen before in Clank, so that's great. Another cool thing about this game is that you actually can combine this with any other Clank games. So if you want to use the original Clank deck of cards, you can do that and then use these map pieces and the board in kind of this new play style in Clank Catacombs using that deck, or again, other versions of Clank as well. So that's really cool to me. Now, I already thought Clank, the original board game, had a really high replay value. There's a couple different sides to the board. You know, your adventure will unfold differently every single time based on the cards that you have and what you buy. But this, even more so, the fact that the map will evolve and change and be totally different every single time you play the game. So that's awesome. Now you see there's some base cards that you'll always kind of have access to that you can buy. So secret tomes, for example, are worth points at the end of the game. You've got other cards like the mercenaries that allow you to attack enemies. And then these are your basic cards that form kind of your starting deck. They're not very powerful. They give you some basic skill to buy new cards, some movement, and then also Clank, which is causing noise throughout the dungeon. And then when you draw a dragon card in the market area, you actually will summon the dragon and attack all the players. So making a lot of noise in Clank is bad. But overall, that wraps up this unboxing of Clank Catacombs. Looks like it's going to be a really cool, fun game. I'm excited to try it out and try this new procedurally generated aspect of the game. I think that's really going to enhance the replay value, and I'm excited to check it out. But if you wanted to pick up a copy of this game, there'll be a link in the description below where you can do so. And be sure to stay tuned for a future video when we do a full review on the game once we've had some more time to play it. Well, again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this unboxing video on Clank Catacombs, the board game. If you did, be sure to hit that like button as it really helps out the channel. And if you'd like to pick up a copy of this game, there'll be a link in the description below where you can do so. And if you like videos like this on video games, board games, and everything nerdy, check out one of our other videos here. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications to get the latest updates of new nerd videos we put out. But once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you more soon.